Good morning everyone and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and it's Friday, yay! I think we're going to get a lot of rain this weekend, which means I might be watching vintage movies again. Right, so today we're going to be doing something from stuff that I've hauled and from my stash over I think the past 3 or 4 months, and if I can still find them I will link them below. So in this stamp set that I hauled, I want to use this sentiment here. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and I've looked at it really hard and there's no spelling mistakes, and I might use that little snowflake as well. Aren't those gingerbreadies cute? So that's one that I hauled quite a while ago, so we're using that. I also like that one as well, Merry Christmas. Right, we're going to be using the Christmas trees. Now I believe these are from about 12 months ago, and these are from Eiffel store, so we're using those. And I believe this one is from Piggy store, and it's the slimline star frames, so they just cut out a really delicate edge. Now I've already cut stuff out, so we're just going to get stuck in, but I do need that stamp, so I'm just going to pull that out of the pack first. I hope everyone's going to have a good weekend, and all those in need of help at the moment, I really do hope that they're going to get the help that they need, because there's some really horrible stuff that's happened with that storm. So I'm getting that stamp out, I'm going to stick that there, and I'll get the tiny little snowflake as well. And where on earth did I get that from? I don't know. Oh right, the stamp came in 2 bags. Yeah, I haven't had coffee, so you have to forgive me. And I need my little archival ink pad, which is there, so we're going to use that in a minute. I'm just going to move these out of the way. Now I'm sure everybody knows that when you're making a slimline style card, even though I've got oodles and oodles of slimline dies, you can just take a sheet of cardstock and just cut it down. And that's what I've done to fit my dies. And I've cut using that gold foil cardstock that I showed you from Joanne a couple of days ago. And I've cut my first star border, so I need to stick that down. And it is very delicate, and the only reason it's delicate is because, as I said when I showed you my haul, this Joanne cardstock is not particularly heavyweight, so just go around and dot your glue. I'm just going to pop it onto the stars because that seems to me the easiest bit to get a good anchor. And you can put quite a little blob down, and you can see how much this is wobbling as I'm dabbling my glue on. I mean, it is pretty cardstock, but I don't know, I was just expecting something to be a little bit heavier than it was. Right, so I want this kind of like reasonably spaced out. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm going to pick it up for you in a second so you can see it. Just make sure to get it stuck. Such a delicate and pretty die. I'm just tapping off any fluff that I might have on there. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I do like that. So we are working in this orientation, so I'm going to keep that like that. And then the next one is the second frame, and I also cut an innie out in white there, so I'm not sure if that one matches up. Yes, it does. So I'm going to be stamping onto this first of all, and then popping it in there, and then matching that over to there. And I'm just keeping it white. I just want it really, really simple. So let me put my snowflake somewhere safe for a minute, and let's get some ink onto here. Let's just move that over. Yeah, I'm not at all sure where I got that penguin stamp from. But when I go through my purchase list, I'll find it. So I just want it slightly off centre. I'm going to go there. And I don't want to press too hard in case my stamp squishes. And if it doesn't stamp perfectly, I'm going to have to go and do it all again. Oh, right, okay. So I like that. It worked. That's a nice crisp stamp, actually. We do have quite a bit of space between the "it's", but I think I can forgive that because it's so sweet. And while I'm at it, I'm going to get my snowflake stamp, and I'm just going to go up here with it, and then I might use a couple down at the bottom because I just think it's really cute. And I'm sure this only needs a delicate touch. Ooh, isn't that nice? Look at that. Stamped really lovely. Right, so I'll just move my stamp block and ink for a second, because now we need to get this bit into here, and I need to kind of have that centered up, and that is going to be glued down as well. Did I tell you about my extended plates? My extended cutting die plates, they just totally snapped in half. They both went through together, and so I'm waiting for some new ones, and it's a bit annoying because I can't cut anything big out until they arrive. You know, I can't do any really big long stuff. Right, so that's down. And then just make sure that I've got that to fit in there correctly. I think that's it. Yeah, because I don't think it's a mirror image die. And then once again, get rid of that bit there. I'm just going to use the stars to dot my glue. Anywhere where there's a big bit. Tell you what, the weather's really weird at the moment. My pear trees, they're not supposed to flower and fruit, obviously, until the spring and summer. But I've got flowers on my pear trees right now. So I'm going to have to go and pick those off. Right, let's have a look here. I just need to line it up with those cut marks. And then press it in. And then all that's going to do is give you a little bit of a dimensional feeling, you know, more embossed. So just push that up while you've got some wet glue, and get your fluff off because it's white. So let's have a look. See that? It just feels slightly more raised up. Oh, I do like that. It's so pretty. Right, and then the trees. I have cut the trees in the green foil, which was from Joanne, and I'm just capping off my glue in case it goes weird. And also my heavy white cardstock that I get from Amazon, because that, when you cut it, all the bits stay in, which is what I wanted. So if you look on the reverse there, you can see all of those pieces stayed in, but on the thinner green foil they dropped out, so that I've got a nice solid piece. And then all I want to do is to glue that there. And I don't mind the bit that's hanging over. I'm not going to apply any glue there, so I'm going to go halfway down this really and glue that side onto the card. So just a little bit over the halfway, do the stem. because you don't want your bits to drop out, so you can like smudge just a little bit of glue onto those and they will hold in place. So now just going over that edge, I'm going to go right there. Ooh, isn't that snowflake in a fortuitous position? It almost looks like the top of the tree, but not if I don't move it over. So let's move that over and see what we get. Ooh, that was lucky. So we've got a snowflake on the top of the tree, and I didn't intend that at all. And then the next tree, I used the smallest one in that die. I did exactly the same, but I've popped some foam onto the back, and I did add a little bit of glue to those cut out pieces to make sure that they wouldn't fall out. Please excuse my throat. And then with this one, I just want to go off to the edge so that that's raised up. And then while I've got that little snowflake stamp going on now, I'm going to stamp a few more snowflakes. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this and emboss it in gold to tie in with foil if you're using it. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to have a few snowflakes falling, and I like odd numbers, so I'm going to go there, and I'm also going to go there. So there's 5 snowflakes within that region, and I've got this space here, and I'm wondering if that other little stamp would fit it. So let's have a look here. I think it's probably going to be too big, but I'm going to have a good look anyway. Yeah, it would overlap it, which is a shame. I mean, I have got smaller Christmas sentiments because I collect all my journal stamps because I love all the tiny words. But from that set, I can't be using that one. I better stick that in the right way. But I can dot a few more snowflakes. So if I do 3 in random places. Oh, see, my first error, there's a bit missing. Now, I dare not touch that up, but I could put something on there. Because sometimes you have to hide stuff. Oh dear. Yeah, that was not intended at all. That's a shame. I totally ruined that. But that is what I have for you today. Just a quick little Christmas card made from goodies from my stash that I got quite a while ago. And it's just so lovely and simple. I love that. Apart from my missing bit of snowflake. Oh well, never mind. There, quick and easy. Right, I thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend, and as usual, all links below. Bye.